This week on The Real Deal, I'm going to answer a question that I cannot answer. Let me start again. This week on The Real Deal, I'm going to tell you what question I actually can't answer. Is that a better start? Yes. All right. I get asked this question every single day that I'm running an auction campaign. And that question is, what is the price range? Now, I cannot answer that question. I'm not being rude. I'm not being difficult. I'm not playing real estate agent and being evasive. Yes, I do know some agents are very awkward and dance around the price issue. In fact, most do. I don't. But when it's an auction, legally, I cannot give you a price range. I do apologize. I don't write the legislation. So that's something that's out of my control, but we cannot give a price range. Be very grateful here in Queensland that we can't give a price range. I'd much rather not give a price range. The reason why is that many agents down south in Victoria and New South Wales, for example, have underquoted. So they've actually gone and spruiked the property under where it's worth to create this massive amount of interest. And then the amount of interest is pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed the property up, which is a very clever strategy, but it's actually a very devious and dishonest strategy, and it's actually paid advertising. So be grateful that we don't give price guides here in Queensland. It's basically up to you. Buyers beware. Due diligence. You've heard those words before. What does that mean? You need to do your own research. Don't ask the agent to do the research for you. That's your job. Okay, the agent works for the seller here in Queensland, unless they're a buyer's agent and you're paying them. You need to do your own due diligence. It's really not that hard. Go on to the sold portals on realestate.com. You can click on sold and get recent sales, and you can also go onto Domain and do the same. You can have a look at the properties that pop up. Don't just sit in your armchair and scroll. Don't be like that. Get in your car and drive around and actually drive past those properties if you're not too far away, and make sure you actually have a look at areas, parts of the street, what the neighbouring houses are like, and reasons why that has gone for a little bit higher perhaps than you thought it would go for. There's always a reason. Now, another couple of things to take into account is no seller's motivation is always the same, and no buyer's motivation is the same. So someone that's desperate for a property may pay $10,000 or $15,000 more. Perhaps an agent's just snagged a really good offer. You know, it's like a dream buyer or a dream seller. You know, you don't really ever know the true story behind a sale. So don't make judgments and don't make assumptions. No two houses are the same. No two buyers are the same. And no two sellers are the same. That's why we have a job.